I imagine you're probably hearing a lot about Wesley Atkins' 1K system, Kindle 1K system at the moment. I know that he's done a bit of a launch. It was sold on the back of his Kindle Spy software, and so I got access when I got the Kindle Spy software. It's kind of got on a bit of a its own launch at the moment, so you'll be receiving a lot of emails about it possibly. So I thought I'd just, as a member, I thought I'd just take you for a quick walkthrough so you can actually see what's in there before you buy. Do you know what I mean? Because you're probably interested to find out whether it's worth your while and whether it's for you or not. So let me just go into the members area here. I do like the way that Wesley has set this up. It's very easy to navigate. You know, it's really easy to find your way around. And each of the lessons and the modules make a lot of sense. I mean, you've not just got a mash up or a mess in the members area. He's thought through it very, very carefully, which I like a lot. What I do like is it's going to walk you through step by step. So, you begin here. It even begins at the very, very beginning of things. What is Kindle? Do you know what I mean? So it's designed to really appeal to people who are very new to this platform. But don't think that it's just for complete newbies. There's a lot in here that will be useful to anyone who's publishing into the Kindle ecosystem. So we've got that kind of introductory module, which just gives you a bit of an overview of the system. When you click on a video, quite nicely it comes up and just sits on the front.
Okay, so let's talk about the goal of this course and how we're going to.
So it just sits on the front of the screen there, and Wesley walks through each of the elements
going to cover how to create, outsource,
whatever
and
is
market
teaching.
Your Kindle book.
Now,
so everything is covered to get you to that initial goal.
I would probably have liked the videos to be a little bit more dynamic. Do you know what I mean? But again, having said that, Wesley is very clear in the way he walks through things, which is nice. You're not going to be left confused. You're not going to be left thinking, what did he say? He makes himself very clear and is obviously a very good trainer. So we've got module 1 here. So let's just jump into module 1. He begins with a mindset, and then this is very interesting. He talks about the two models of publishing, the author model and the publisher model, and the difference between those two. So the author model being, you are developing your own brand, you're doing your own writing, and it's more of a slow burn, but potentially could be a lot more lucrative. And then the publisher model, where you are more of a publisher, so you're putting out lots of books and possibly outsourcing a lot of the writing work. So, and he covers both of those models, and in some ways I operate in both. Some of my books, the majority of my books are ones that are coming from my own passion and my own love and my own heart. But I have outsourced quite a number of books as well into the publisher model side of things. So that's just a really interesting video. How to set up your KDP account. Most of you here will probably already have done that, but again, if you're really right at the very beginning, just a walkthrough that shows you how to do that. And then he's got these checklists, which are just a useful little addition in the members area that you can click on and just to check through what you've learned and maybe some of the to-dos that may be on your list. Module 2. Okay, so we come into module 2, and I think that this is probably where Wesley has a lot of experience based on his Kindle Spy software. Do you know what I mean? He does have an understanding of the Kindle marketplace and how to look for lucrative niches. But he doesn't just talk about his software. He talks about using Amazon to find best-selling ideas. Talks about searching the internet and advanced content research strategies that he puts to use, things like Yahoo Answers, Quora, Amazon bestsellers, even and will help you kind of niche down into areas where you'll be able to make some good money publishing books that would be in demand. You know, again, you've got your checklist and you've got various other resources in there that can help you qualify maybe your ideas and see if they would be worthwhile either outsourcing or putting your time into creating the different books that you would sell in that niche. Module 3. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of content in here. This is not just a couple of page PDF. This is really a very good introductory beginner's course to publishing to Kindle. So he walks through some of the ways that you can get things set up for your Kindle books. Okay, so there's even some templates down here. There's a Word template down here. If you're outsourcing things, he's got some scripts that you can use, etc. Cover design script, so you can send that to a cover designer, and it's just going to help you if you are outsourcing elsewhere to do things as efficiently as possible. Okay, so this is all about formatting, all about developing the actual book that you will upload into Kindle. Okay, Module 4. We go in and Wesley walks through some of the royalty rates and the different pricing strategies and goes into depth about how he recommends using KDP Select. So if you put your book into KDP Select, it allows you to do a number of different things, like give your book away free for a certain number of days every 3 months, and things like that. So he speaks about ways in which you can maximize the potential of those free days if you're using the KDP Select platform. Okay, now if you are in KDP Select, what it does mean is that you commit to just publish the digital version of your book solely to Amazon. You cannot publish it elsewhere in a digital form. So, you know, there's a payoff. But sometimes, particularly if you're just starting out and you want to get some traction on a book, it's well worth jumping into the KDP Select setup, because you can earn money from people borrowing your book. You can earn money from giving away your book, or giving your book away at a cheaper price on a kind of countdown. They have something called a countdown offer, where you can offer your book cheaper for a certain amount of time, and so yeah, just a great way to get your book in front of a lot more people. And Wesley walks through some of the ways in which he uses that in this module. On to Module 5, and this is about marketing your book. And he's got a video here about getting initial reviews. Let's just watch a little bit of one of the videos so you can see what you'd be getting.
Let's talk about getting reviews. Now, ideally, you want to get 5 reviews before your first KDP Select free day. Now, this is important to get an initial boost in sales, because if your book is seen by potential customers and it's got 0 reviews, then it doesn't add much credibility to your book. So I take in a Facebook, not always, but sometimes you can find out their email address.
So as you can see, a lot of the videos are just PowerPoint style videos where he walks through the different things. You know, there's a lot of clarity to that. To be honest, I sometimes found it a little, well, not quite as exciting or as engaging as I personally would like. But, you know, the clarity of teaching is, I guess, what matters, because, you know, however exciting a particular presentation may be, if you don't come away knowing what to do next, it's not really fulfilled its purpose. So, and you know, there's also screen grab videos where he walks you through and actually shows you ways in which he does things too. So, you know, let's just have a quick look here.
Okay, in this video I want to touch on what you need known as certain.
Let's see if we can find some.
I'm just going to click into one of these, so I'm going to go to health, fitness and dieting.
So he'll actually
go to top 100.
walk you through and show you a
Okay, so
few
all of these
ways in
books
which
on this
he
first
actually does
category-
things on the ground, which again I find really useful. I quite like that kind of thing. I like to see people doing what they're teaching. And then finally, module 6 is where kind of you want to ramp things up, you know. So he talks about a number of the criteria that are going to help you get more sales on Kindle, tactics to improve your results when you run your various promotions, okay, review getting ideas, which is good, and then how to build a list on the back end of your Kindle sales, so how you can actually get people signing up to a list that you can then promote other products to, should you want to. Some more advanced marketing strategies. He speaks about YouTube and SlideShare, particularly as traffic getting strategies, and I would certainly say absolutely both of these work very, very well. I can't say that I've used them a great deal on the author side of things, but I've used it to drive traffic to various other courses that I've produced, and some of my faith-based materials. So and then you've got access to a free Udemy course where he teaches you to set up your own author website, or it's basically just a course teaching you how to set up a WordPress website. So again, that might be something that's helpful. It's a nice little bonus. And so that essentially is the KDP 1K system. So hopefully it's been helpful. You now got maybe a bit more of an idea what's on the inside, and you can make a decision based on that. Do you mean? So yeah, great. Have a great day, and thanks for taking the time to watch.